Hi, I'm very happy as a former CDTM student to have the chance to present today. So who of you has already heard of Stylight? Yeah, great. So I keep the introduction very short. So basically what we do, our business model is to aggregate the fashion assortment of online retailers such as ASOS or Zalando on one site, make it easily searchable. And if you find something that you like, that you'd love to wear, then we send you to one of our partner shops where you can actually buy it. And we monetize our traffic based on CPC, or so either on a per click basis or on a CPO basis, but regularly on a cost per click basis. So whenever you click on a product and we forward you to one of our partner shops, that's the moment when we convert. Today I want to focus less on the direct monetization of Stylight, but I want to focus on our newest part of our vision. Because over the last 7 years, obviously as a company, you evolve definitely. I joined Stylight as the first employee. All the 4 founders are also from CDTM. The Stylight started basically as an MPD, so managing product development project. So I think it's an inspiration or it can be an inspiration for students. The founders are regularly here at the CDTM as well, so feel free to outreach to us at all the time. Our email addresses are all simple. We are like Max Müller at Stylight.com, Max Josef Meyer at Stylight.com, and all the other names are very simple as well. So if you're from CDTM or if you're here in the room, then feel free to contact us when you sort of want to reach out. Today I want to talk with you about how we are basically turning an e-commerce company, which we have been over a couple of years, into a publishing company. And I will tell you why we're doing it and why I think that basically every brand, every business has to do it in order to become or to stay successful. Some of you might think, wow, not again, a marketing guy telling us something about publishing and blah, 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 blah. I think it's highly relevant, and I think especially in Germany, a lot of people have still not understood it, especially in the traditional advertising businesses. There's no understanding for that new concept. I think, and definitely I'm not alone with that the traditional interruption marketing is that where you just bombard users with your message. You think that message is great and you're not really interested what the user thinks. You just think you have the best product, you have a great tagline, show it to the users as often as possible, and at some point they will just give up and use your service. That kind of advertising is still very present when you look at your Facebook, at your Twitter, and from now on at your Instagram and at your Snapchat. There are still a lot of brands that think it's just enough to have a great design, a great tagline, and then keep going. We don't think that this is relevant. It's a little. I think I'll start scrolling from now on. Then it's a little easier for you to see it. So this is where I was before. Now I'm coming to brands must move to permission marketing. So permission marketing, what Seth Godin, one of a famous marketing blogger, basically understands it, is basically users opt in. Either explicitly, like in a newsletter, or implicitly through telling you in a search engine or on Facebook or somewhere that they like your content. So the big difference is that this kind of marketing, permission marketing, is inbound marketing. So you have something that your users actually want, that they are either searching for or they actively opted in for that. The interruption marketing is outbound marketing. Whatever you have, you just put it out there, you put it on billboards and online everywhere, and then you hope you succeed with that. We believe that all brands and all brands and businesses have to move to inbound marketing. Oh shit. Okay, I could probably need some help with that Windows machine. There is actually a full screen access. Is it a PDF viewer or?
Yeah, it's in a PDF viewer, yeah.
If you can.
But I think you should be able to click through with the.
Okay, let's give it.
Which one were you at?
Yeah, I'll keep scrolling with probably when I scroll with the. Yeah, there. This is how it would work from now on. So we think, and here it comes, that inbound marketing is permission marketing. Users tell you, I like that kind of content, they are searching for it, or they tell you on Facebook, yes, I like your content, and then you basically have an easier access to them. But you have to convince them first that you actually have something in store for them. The big change that it implies is that you no longer only put your ads where your users are, but you actually prepare content in a way that your future customers, your future users, your future readers, that they find you. So you basically twist the traditional model. And I think it's really that attitude shift that brands can actually learn from publishers. Because if you think of a publisher business, it's naturally that they have to answer the question, how can we best share what we know to help our prospects and customers? Traditionally, the big media publishing houses, they always spend time answering that question. They tried what kind of content is so cool that people would actually reach out for it. And brands regularly do not tick that way. They start in their whatever in their garage and make up their mind, and then they think, okay, build it and they will come. And if they don't come, then they put ads everywhere. But this is no longer how advertising works. What's really important to make inbound or permission marketing happen, to make it successful, is that you have to develop a deep understanding of your audience, the audience that you're targeting. Because you have to know what they are searching for, what they are looking for. And in the best case, you know that before they know. Because if you only know once they know, then there's big competition because others are obviously in that inbound or in that permission marketing field as well. So it's a highly, especially when I come from fashion e-commerce, it's a very crowded market. So and we're not the first using that concept. So you have to be very, very fast. In the best case, you can anticipate what your users will be searching for by the end of the week. We're not completely there yet, definitely not, but we're getting better. A quick update on our audience so that you understand the case study that I will show you in a second. So the Stylight audience, we have about 2.4 million uniques on our German website. In total, it's much more because Stylight is active in 14 countries, but one of our biggest markets is Germany. We have a relatively young audience. The core of it is between 18 and 34 years old. It's very cool because the countdown is not running, so I basically still have 15 minutes. We are focusing with our content on millennial women because they basically, in terms of online shopping in Germany, form the biggest target group. So therefore, they are obviously the one that we want to go for. We have pretty enthusiastic followers on our social media channels throughout. Definitely Facebook in Germany is the biggest one, but Instagram and the others catch up. But the only relevant one, if you want to move mass traffic right now, is still Facebook. However, Instagram catching up very, very quickly for us. And another important point, we work closely together with influencers. It's the best term that we can come up with. It's mainly bloggers, it's some celebrities. We work together with them to basically, they help us spread the word about Stylight. So we do cooperations with them in all sorts of ways. But now let me jump into a case study. I want to make it a little bit more concrete what it means to make inbound marketing. It's also called content marketing and whatnot. So there are hundreds of terms. The case study that I would like to show, and it's a little bit intimidating that we come from politics to a topic like this, but we take the not so serious topics also very serious. That's our business. So we know that our audience just loves Kate Middleton, especially since she's wearing a lot of great clothes. She's always stylish. She's sort of living a successful life. So that's why. Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. But we know that our audience likes stories about Kate Middleton. So we carefully monitor basically what happens with her because we know that for some she's really an icon that they look up to. So when we heard that Kate Middleton only looks so great, especially after giving birth, because she uses a sort of bio Botox scale for her skin, that's when we said, oh, there is a chance for inbound marketing. Because a keyword, basically, like bio-Botox, is not a keyword that has a whole lot of competition yet. But when you know that Kate Middleton uses it, you know that this will change in the next couple of days. So the moment we realized, so we did not anticipate it, but we did monitor carefully what's trending right now. The moment we heard about that, we said, okay, we should give that product a try. So our editorial team, which is headed by the former Cosmopolitan editor-in-chief here in Germany, who is Kerstin Weng, she tested it herself. So we bought the Bio Botox product and we tried it ourselves and basically tested the product. And obviously we mentioned that Kate is now using it, so to give it some context. And obviously our goal for that piece is to reach those people that will Google or on any other search engine look for Bio Botox in the next couple of days. We did not target the term Kate Middleton that much, as this is obviously hyper competitive. Every gossip magazine out there is trying to get inbound traffic for Kate Middleton. So if you look for opportunities further down the tail, in the more long tail, Bio Botox is not that far down, but if you look down that tail, then you somewhere would find Bio Botox. And to our great not surprise, we were pretty confident that there is a chance for us to rank. If you now Google for Bio Botox, you can first find the production company of the gel that Kate Middleton is using, and on the second spot you can now find Stylight. If you now try it out, obviously Google personalizes it to some extent, so not all of you will see the exact same result, but there's a high chance that most of you will find us on the second spot. Believe me, it always happens. That's when I lose people in. So obviously now you would ask yourself, okay, but what's in for me now? So what is the outcome? So the outcome is basically that we got inbound traffic for that keyword. This is basically the day when we heard of the news that Kate was using that product to look fresh and great. Then we hurried and published, and then first nothing happened, because obviously it takes a couple of hours depending on your site how often Google, for example, crawls you. And then, surprise, surprise, we went up. So this meant Google saw or realized that we have a great post about Bio Botox on our site and ranked us on that great spot with high visibility. You can really see here, also if you go in Google Trends, you will see it in a couple of days, that obviously this hyper trend around Bio Botox will not be forever. So there's definitely, the peak probably is already over. So there was that one day where we had about 7,000 people coming through that organic search link. But the good thing is, this will never be zero either. And if you now think of traditional advertising and think of a TV spot or whatnot, of typical outbound marketing, you will never have this effect. You will only have that one day. You will show your ad, and either there's a direct effect or you will never see one. There are still advertisers out there that say yes, and you make ads for 5 months, and then after 5 months people will start going to your website. I don't think so. If they don't do it right while seeing the spot, they will never come. So I think there are two big advantages of this kind of advertising. It's cheap. I mean, the only thing that we did is invest our brains in what kind of content do we want to create, and then create one piece of content. We did not do a photo shooting. I mean, we ordered the products, okay, but it's nothing compared to what this post will bring us over the next couple of weeks and month. And if you try to put it into perspective, if you assume it costs like 30 euros to actually produce a post, then we would here, with the page views that we currently have, we would get to a CPM, which is sort of an industry standard price for 1,000 impressions. This would be below 2 euros that we have paid. And you will have a hard time finding high quality traffic for 2 euros for 1,000 impressions. So and those impressions are not somewhere on the web, they are on our main property, they are on our website, and people can experience our magazine and basically hopefully take it from there and come back for more later. And if you ask yourself, how are we monetizing that traffic? We can definitely not monetize all keywords through e-commerce, especially not through fashion e-commerce. But what you can definitely do is to make your audience reachable for other advertisers. And if you manage to build a very thin and sharp profile of your audience, then you're very, very interesting for brands like L'Oreal and so on, which are interested in reaching people that are searching for bio-Botox. And most of these established companies are generally not always so fast moving, so that's why they will not make inbound marketing happen in the next couple of months, I would say. So that's why they would still rely on more traditional marketing on a website like Stylight. I just basically want to give you a quick run through 2 typical tools that we are using for something like that. We're using BuzzSumo. There are hundreds of other tools for tracking what's hot right now, basically around the web. There are a couple of tools that help you do that. Feel free to approach me later. And then obviously the Google search tool, which used to be, or Search Console, which used to be Google Webmaster Tool. It basically helps you understand where you're ranking for certain keywords. Is a great help because it tells you how much impressions do your posts get on the Google search pages. And that's basically it. So I'm looking forward to your questions.